Just to recap, having some sort of printed material on site, something that somebody can scan, like a QR code. So whether that's in a framed, little document, or if that's a magnet on the fridge. The second way is through your guidebook and having some sort of an email opt-in or invitation to join your mailing list inside your guidebook, and having that relatively high up in the guidebook so that it doesn't get missed. The third way is just if a guest reaches out to you and wants to join your mailing list or wants to learn more about the company, if they are the ones that initiate the contact, regardless of whether or not it was on a separate platform, then you can do it. And you can give them your website. You can just add their contact information. As long as they're the ones that initiate it, you can add their email to your contact list. There is a fourth way, and I hesitate a little bit to bring this up because it's a little gray. Do whatever you want with this information. So your property management system stores guest contact information, and you could export that information based off of the reservation source being a direct booking. So that could be a good way to seed your list. Now, the caveat here and the downside is that you don't technically have approval to contact them with marketing details or marketing information. So I'd proceed with caution. So now you've got 3 or maybe 4 ways of collecting contact info, but what happens really quickly is you'll find that you end up with guest emails all over the place in all these different areas and not having everything in one central location. You can spend as much time and money on this as you want. There are countless email systems out there, CRM systems, automation systems that will take your money and your time and make it really hard to actually get any traction. So what I would recommend right out of the gate is take it slow, take your list building slow, first of all, but secondly, take putting systems and structure in place slowly. Get the basics down, and then you can add on to it and make it more robust over time. I think where a lot of people fail is that they get overwhelmed with all the options. So let's step through here methodically how to get this system set up. So you've got QR codes, guidebook opt-ins, warm opt-ins, and asking direct booked guests through your PMS, through your automated messaging, to opt in as well. And the easiest way to do this is to direct everybody to a Google form. And it can be extremely simple. Just have first name, last name, email address, and really that's it. You can build out a little bit of complication over time, like stay dates and the property they stayed at. So if you want to get to a place where you can customize outreach based off of somebody's individual stay patterns, that's great. But just to start, first, last, and email address. Now, there's not the easiest way to set up an opt-in tick box on a Google form for somebody to opt into getting marketing emails from you. So a little way around that is if you make your submit button, not say submit, but say something like join our email address or send me more information about your company, or however you want to wordsmith that. I'm sure AI can help you do that. That can help you get around not being easily able to put a tick box or an opt-in box on a Google form. But once you've got that Google form set up, all emails will go from there into one Google Sheet. And you can even set it up where you can see when somebody was added. So you'll be able to get a really good sense of how many signups you get a week or a month or a quarter, however you want to define it. But that Google Sheet becomes your source of truth, your one source of truth. And that's really the most important part here. If you don't bring in any other tools or any other systems, you've at least got everything going to one place. And that's the name of the game here. Limit confusion and complication. Like I said, you can complicate this down the road. You can divert forms to email clients, or they can go through automations on Zapier or Make, however you want to set that up. But just start with the basics. If you have no structure in place, a Google form to a Google Sheet is the best way to do it. Now comes the next obvious question is how do you get that information from a Google Sheet to a place where you can start sending out emails? And I would say this is where you may want to spend a little bit more time, because using your typical email client, Gmail, Outlook, whatever you're using, is probably not the best place for you to be sending marketing emails from. You want something that scales with you. Now, our company for email marketing, we use a system called MailerLite, and it's worked great for us. You can segment subscribers into different groups. You can tag them. You can keep track of how many emails you send, the open rate, the click rate. It even batch sends emails, so you're not sending out dozens, hundreds, or thousands of emails at one time. That could potentially flag your company as a spammer, and then your emails don't end up getting delivered to people's inboxes. They're flagged as promotional or spam, so it could be a problem for you. So you want to be thoughtful about the tools that you use. MailerLite comes with a fee, but it's pretty nominal, and it's been a really easy tool for us to put in place and to learn. I've also heard that people can use HubSpot's free tool. We haven't done that, but I do know some people that have had some success with it. There's honestly, if you do a search, you'll find lots of different email clients. The point is that you don't want to overbuy, and you want something that will grow with you. Now, the other reason that I like MailerLite, and a lot of these other email clients will do the same thing, is when you start exporting your Google Sheet with all of your guest emails into your email client, the email client will check for duplicates to make sure that you're not adding the same person to the email group over and over again, so they don't get spammed with multiple emails from you. And that's a really big, just a really important user experience thing on the receiver's end to think about. And when you're thinking about uploading into one of these email clients, once you have the structure in place where QR codes, guidebooks, warm outreach, maybe exports from your property management system, those are all going to your Google Sheet. Getting it from your Google Sheet to your email client is super easy. You can just export it as a CVS and upload it into your email client. It will do the heavy lifting of checking for duplicates. It'll categorize the emails or sort them in a way where you can add first and last name and the email address. It's tagged everything properly for you, and it's done. Honestly, if you were to set it up for yourself where you just block 15 minutes once a week and you do that export and import, you've all of a sudden got a system in place that allows you to build your list slowly over time. And that's the whole point. I think it's easy to get blinded by thinking that some of these other companies out there have lists in the many thousands or tens of thousands. We started with 20 at most, and we just sent them the same marketing emails that we're sending today to a list that's several thousand people. It's taken several years to get to that big of a list. So don't think that if you're starting off small, you're failing. Everybody started off small. And trust me, not everybody's list is as big as you think it is. As long as you're getting in front of the right people who are high intent buyers for you, you're doing better than most. So now you've got the system, you've got the tools, and in the next video, we'll talk about the types of emails that you should be sending to the right guests to get the results that you're looking to get.